Women farmers in horticulture and their counterparts in the fisheries trade continue to feel the pinch of resource inadequacy, bringing such challenge like the absence of ice plants and viable storage facilities to store their products. As part of our special feature on women in business, here we are today at the premises of Reddy Ice. It is a locally owned Gambian business by a young Gambian entrepreneur in the person of Roz Manga. Now, Roz Manga also trades as Roz Afriq, ventures in the creative art industry, carving a niche for herself in the industry. Now, shortly we'll be talking to Roz as to how her journey has been like, and then she will take us through to where she is now. Resolving that problem and need is one woman's passion, a desire that has driven young business lady Roz Manga into setting up an ice plant. Her dream will turn into a permanent startup, eventually becoming a fully fledged money-making venture that makes her one of the youngest women in rare occupation. Sharing her story with GRTS in a special series on women in business, Manga said she has ever wanted to own an ice plant and come to the aid of the many women in the fishing industry who find it difficult to get ice and preserve their fish.
My motivation for setting up an ice plant started way in 2014. That was way before I had the inspiration for Roz Afriq, which is the creative part of my other business. So what happened was we had a function and it was very hard to get ice on that day to cool our drinks. So I struggled and I almost cried because I went almost everywhere that I knew I could get ice. So when I thought of it, like the struggle, is it really worth it, struggling this week just to get ice? I'm like, okay. So I thought about it for 2 years, and I had a very close friend that I was talking to about setting up an ice plant.
The 29-year-old young business entrepreneur said business for her at the ice plant is thriving. With demand constantly high, they are able to produce almost 50 bags per day, depending on orders from customers. Yet, challenges always impede small startups, and for the young investor, some frequent problems encountered include the acquiring of the ice-making machines and increasing cost of rent for young ventures like hers.
The challenges was getting a shop one, paying the rent, because it's quite expensive, looking at the location and the building. So these are most of my challenges, and most of these equipments also are not Gambian made, and they're foreign. So there's a language barrier, so having to translate Chinese to English. So all of that was a challenge, but we managed to overcome it and set up the place, and I can say it is a beautiful place.
Labeling is a key component to the development of any business. An attractive product packaging ensures customers' attention and clearly identifies the product's core benefits, impacting sales and eventual success. At Reddy Ice, there are already labeled plastic bags that are used in the packaging of the ice. Here, we had the opportunity to see how ice is made and the procedure involved in the cooling room where the ice is stored. The ambitious young lady, who also ventures in the creative arts industry and trades as Roz Afriq, also uses recycled materials to make green products such as flip-flops, brooches, and a lot more. Her latest innovation is this glass case.
Nobody should feel shy of what she is doing, be it a mechanic, be it a carpenter. Well, I'm just fortunate that this is where I find myself doing what I am doing. But if I had my way, these are fields I would go into. But it's not something I love doing. Not like I can't do it, but if I had studied and learned it, I would be able to do it. But I don't feel there's anything strictly that says for men. No. What a man can do, a woman can do. But I'm not I'm not despising what guys can do, but I feel women also have the capability, they have the ability to do most of these things that men are doing.
A success story to inspire young girls and women, especially aspiring to venture into business. The founder of Reddy Ice shares as a motivational quote for young girls to confidently walk in the field of their passion to make a difference. Reporting for News Filed, I am Fatu Janembai.